Marketing is about to change forever. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about the 3 things that you need to do in your marketing plan next year, or you're going to get left so far behind your competition will crush you. All right, that may be a little dramatic, but it is changing quick. And there's some really big shifts that are happening with the new Meta algorithm update and system change and hardware update called Andromeda. And there's all kinds of other things that are shifting and changing in the way that we market, especially for local businesses. And so pay close attention to these 3 things moving forward into next year and make sure that you have these on the agenda for your lead generation marketing. So number 1, we're going to make a shift from content marketing to interest marketing. It's been floating around the internet now that content marketing, or quote unquote social media marketing, is now called interest marketing because the algorithms are now hooked up to AI and machine learning and are getting really, really sophisticated and good and fast. And because of that, they're serving up things that it knows you're going to be more interested in and have more affinity for and spend more time with to stay longer on their platforms. So when you're creating any type of content for your local business, think of it as interest-based marketing, right? You're trying to attract people that would be interested in the goods or services that you offer. So if you are a fitness center, you should be doing a ton of really high value, high quality fitness content, interest-based marketing that is educational, that is edutainment, where it's not only educational, but it's entertaining to watch. You should be using hooks, and you should definitely be doing a high volume of it so you can get really good at it. And that's going to be really important. So a lot of times local businesses have content marketing or interest-based marketing or the social media marketing as like one of the last things on the table. Like, I'll give it to my front desk person. They'll post 3 times a week and we're good. You're totally missing the whole thing. Like, the idea here is that you get free marketing, you get free lead gen, an opportunity to get in front of your ideal client and build a group, a tribe of people that will follow these different social media profiles or channels that you have out there, and build a large community of people that will buy from you. So why would you make it a last priority? The second thing is that I want to talk about is that the huge update that came out earlier this year from Meta is the Andromeda. They upgraded their hardware for serving up ads, right? They upgraded the hardware in 2 different areas with chips, and I think they're faster, they can learn quicker. There was some algorithm changes. Well, now the algorithm is really focused on content and not just saying which person should I show this business's ads to. Instead, they're thinking, which piece of content should I show to which person? So think of it like this. This may be a decent illustration. I don't know if it's the best, but it's a decent illustration of a library. And you walk into the library and there is a librarian. And the old algorithm, you walk in and the librarian hands you a couple of books that they think you might like, and then see how you respond to those books. And like, Aisle A is one business, aisle B is another business, aisle C is another business, and maybe they grabbed one book from each and then see how you respond, and the next time they'll just stick with aisle A or aisle B. Now with the Andromeda update, with this update, think of every single book in that bookshelf on aisle A as a different piece of content, whether it's a vertical video or static image or something like that. And then each business, each profile that you're running ads from has an entire library of content. So instead of the librarian just thinking business ABC, they're going through every single piece of content and they're pulling the best of what they think you may respond to. And they're giving you 30, 40 books. Look at this group, 40 books from this aisle, 40 books from this aisle, and then seeing how quickly you respond and learning and being presumptive on what kind of media you're going to respond to the best. So it's not just about the ad copy. It's not just about the headline. It's not just about the offer. Now the content is really taking precedence. So the actual media, right? So your images and your vertical video, extremely important. So here's my charge to you moving forward for next year is that when you think about the way that things are shifting toward this interest-based media, the algorithm's getting smarter. Meta is upgrading their hardware to serve tons of more content to people to learn faster, then you should have a plan in place moving forward next year to really go all in on organic content for two reasons. One is you're going to need that organic content to build a local tribe and community of people that are flowing inbound to your business. Number two, the winning pieces of that organic content should, because they're showing high interest, should be used in your paid advertising, so that you're paying less cost per mil, which is how many impressions or how much you pay for 1,000 impressions. And then also, you're going to get lower cost per lead, and you're going to have traction because you're going to have algo juice, right? So think of it that way. So number one, really dial in and really lean into interest-based marketing, social media marketing from an organic standpoint, and have somebody own it. Don't just say we're going to do it. Who owns that? Who is going to own that area? Is it somebody that works for you? Is it a contractor? Who is going to own the weekly production of high value content, especially the short form stuff, where you're going in intentionally educating people about your services and what the benefits are? So if you're like a gym or a fitness center, you need to be teaching. You need to be teaching and educating and showing as much as you can through social media, and be entertaining and have fun. Real quick, if you're getting some value out of this, hit that subscribe button. Let's get back to it. So number two, AI. This is not a secret, but here's what you need to be thinking about. AI is going to infiltrate every single area of business and marketing. Right now, AI is growing extremely fast. You look at the S&P, and all the largest companies are investing billions of dollars into AI, into chips, into data centers. Like, that's where all the money's going. So you have to pay attention to it, because it's going to be ubiquitous. It's going to be involved. It's going to take over everything as far as being involved in everything. It's not going to take over the world. Don't worry about that. But AI is going to be extremely important. So how can you start thinking about how to plug AI into your business moving forward? Well, number one is you can use AI agents to do your full lead management, right? We're talking about lead generation marketing, AI agents doing your lead management. Recently, we launched them earlier this year, and we have seen the highest customer satisfaction ratings and net promoter scores that we have seen yet. They're outperforming humans as far as customer satisfaction, speed to lead, quality of follow-up, quality of responses, engagement rates, booking rates over 72% in a lot of cases, show rates, and just overall customer satisfaction. So you need to plug AI into your business for next year. And one way to do that is through AI agents, which helps offload the hard work of lead management from your staff, but it also will level up your lead management in so many different areas in almost every single KPI or every single metric. Okay, so that's one way. AI image generation, AI creative is coming out. As far as lead generation goes, when you're doing any type of like email marketing or anything like that, you can use AI for that. It is getting better. I will say, don't just use the first thing that it gives you. You've got to make sure it does not sound like AI, because right now everybody can somewhat sniff out if an email was written by AI. There's ways and prompts to make it sound a lot more human and a lot more warm and a lot more personable. You can add a funny twist to it or whatever. So like, think about like iterating at least 3 or 4 times and making it sound like it's coming from your own brand voice. So AI, lean in, AI. So number one, interest-based marketing, content marketing. Number two, AI. And number three, full stack marketing funnel. Gone are the days where you can just focus on run an offer that is going to get people to join. Run an offer, again, that's going to get people to join all year long. Running an offer to try to get joins, try to get members, try to get customers, try to get clients all year long. You're killing them. You're beating them down. With full stack marketing, you're thinking about the funnel in like 3 different stages, right? Top of funnel is what we just talked about with the interest-based marketing. You're filling that top of funnel, but then you've got the middle funnel, which is like, hey, there's the freemium, right? There's the free. Let's go try it. Let's find ways to get people in the door, to educate them, give them the opportunity to have a positive experience before we try to sell to them. We're always trying to sell too quickly with direct response marketing. Now, I'm not saying don't do that, but that's the bottom 3% who are ready to buy right now. And that's the bottom of the funnel. You can't live there all year long. You have to have all 3 in place all year long. For example, like let's think of a recovery studio, like a wellness center recovery studio. There's like red light therapy, ice baths, saunas, hyperbaric chambers. There's all kinds of different modalities. Most people don't know what those are. and they're intimidated by it and they're unsure. And so they'll go to your website and there's all this scientific jargon on your website about how scientifically great it is. Great. Maybe you build a little bit of cred, but it's nerve-wracking. What do I expect? How am I going to feel? So you got to get them in the door, right? So always running that paid offer, trying to get them to join right away without trying to court them a little bit. Let's date a little bit. Let's see if we can get them in the door and have a positive experience. So lower the bar, reduce the friction, get them inside your facility, get them to try a few modalities, build the relationship, educate them. And if you can do that in the middle of the funnel, you will naturally have them end up on the bottom of the funnel and they will purchase and purchase again and stay long-term and refer other people. But we got to be more patient. I'm going to say that again. We got to be more patient. Yeah, we can get thousands of leads, but we got to be patient to get a higher percentage of those leads to actually join, right? And so that full stack marketing funnel. So number one, content marketing is interest-based marketing. Nail that. Number two, AI, don't neglect it. Number three, full stack marketing funnel. If you want to see the full stack marketing funnel in action and what that actually means and entails and how to see it in depth, check out the next video right here. It's the 2025 to 2030 marketing shift that will explode your sales. You watch that video and you'll get an in-depth view on what it means to run a full stack marketing funnel.